to basically we're building up stairs, and these stairs are going to go up 4 or 5 blocks. I think it's 5. Yes, 5 blocks. There we go. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to do it up to the 5th block like that. Now that that's done, we're going to do the same on this side. So we're basically just extending it, so you guys can see it's 5 blocks high. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So we're just going to add this. We're going to add this. We're going to add this in the area here, as you guys can see, like this, like that. So as you guys can see, now what we need to do is we need to get our smooth quartz. I'm going to get our smooth quartz. I'm going to build up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then what we need to do is build a wall along here. Then we're going to do the same on the other side as well. Now that part of the build is done, the next thing for us to do is to continue this build by building on the right side here. So we're going to count 2 blocks back, and then what we're going to do is we're going to build here, and we're going to build across 3 blocks, as you guys can see. And then what we're going to do is we're going to build up. We're going to build up 1, 2, 3, 4. No, in fact, that's my mistake. We're going to actually get ourselves some cyan terracotta, which is pretty much gray concrete. And then we're going to use this, and then we're going to build up 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to come diagonally. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a little design like that, as you can see. And then we're going to bring this across to the top like that. There we go, as you can see right there. So there's that. Then above this, what we're going to do is we're going to add ourselves the white stained glass panes. And of course, in fact, my bad, it's actually supposed to be star stained glass panes here as well. And yeah, let's just build this up. So yeah, just bring everything up by 1. Not that hard to do. So as you can see, that is the door frame. Now, next thing for us to do is, of course, for us to continue this design. So I'm going to build another pillar here all the way to the top. Then what we're going to do is we're going to once again, we're going to build a little design outside here. So we're going to start by building 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're going to build 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to come over to this point here, 1, 2, 3, and build this across. Then in the middle here, we're going to add some grass. And then along the back here, we're going to start with our wood. And we're going to build up 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to count across here. Then on the edge over here, we're going to build up 1, 2, 3, 4. And then so in the middle here, what we want to do is we want to build ourselves the glass. So of course, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to place a pillar of quartz, and I'm going to place the glass in the middle here like that. There we go. Then of course, along the top here, what I'm going to do is place along some quartz. And I'm going to place some more quartz along here, and basically along here too. So it's basically just like a roof, as you guys can see. So yeah, then on the right side, once again, what we just did there, we're going to do that again. As you guys can see, 1, 2, 3, and then once again 1, 2, 3, 4, as you guys can see. So that is the little area that we just did just there. And then we're going to continue to, for us to do now is of course continue this build on. So in order for us to continue this build on, we're going to start with this side. So we're going to build across by 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to of course add 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to add 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to add the wood in this area here, just like that. So we just built basically a way for you to get inside the house. Now we're going to use our quartz, and we're going to build all the way across. And then we're going to join it up to this point right here, as you guys can see. And the next thing for us to do now is what we're going to do is we're going to, in this area here, is we're just going to fill it in with quartz, smooth quartz. So now that that is done, our next step is to, of course, continue on with this house build. So in order for us to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to count 1, 2, 3. Then on the fourth block, I'm going to build up 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'm going to build across until it reaches this point, as you guys can see. So we built like an upside down L. And we're going to continue this to the back. Continue this wall. And then we're going to build across 1, 2, 3. I'm going to just add this like that. And as you guys can see, now that that's done, the next thing for us to do is, of course, add a wall along here. And then, of course, along this edge here, what we need to do is we need to add ourselves some leaves. But before we do that, we're going to extend this out by 1. So we're going to add ourselves some quartz along here. And then we're going to add ourselves quartz going along top and along here too. So now what we need to do is we need to add ourselves leaves all the way along the edge here. Add ourselves some glass along the edge here. Like that. And then the next step for us to do now is, of course, get ourselves the quartz. And then what we're going to do is we are going to, in fact, what we're going to do is we're going to actually use the spruce planks first. So the spruce planks, we're going to come right over here, and then we're going to build 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to do 1, and then 1, 2, 3, then 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to leave it like that. And then we're going to build a pillar of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 quartz there like that. And then in the middle here, as you guys can see, what we're going to do is we are going to add ourselves the glass like that, and then along the top we're going to add ourselves the spruce planks. There we go. And the next thing we're going to do now is we are going to continue on. So in this area we're going to leave a space, and then on the edge right here, as you guys can see, just before the edge, we're going to build up by 1, 2, 3, 4. So now that that is done, what we're going to do is we are going to bring this wall all the way around here like that. Build up this wall. And then we're going to bring this wall along the back and join it up. So bring this to the edge and then join up this wall. So now that's done, as you guys can see, next thing for us is, of course, to simply do the roof area. So for the roof, we're going to start here. I'm going to build a pillar all the way across like that until it reaches this point right here. So that's above. And then, of course, we're going to extend it over here. Now this roof has to be extended all the way across like this, all the way over there. And we're going to extend it all the way over here. And then we'll extend it all the way over here like this, as you guys can see. So along the top, not along the top, but in this middle bit here, we're going to place quartz like that. There we go, as you guys can see. So I'm going to place quartz here. So as you guys can see, now that is done, the next thing for us to do is, with this roof, we need to extend it out by 1. And now that's done, of course, along the top here, what we not got to do as well is we've got to add some stuff. But I want to finish the bottom part first, because the bottom part is going to be much easier to do. So for the bottom part, it's fairly simple. We're going to come around to the back here, and we're going to add ourselves a wall. And oh god, not like that far. And of course, when we get to this point here, we're going to add ourselves, well, let's just build this wall 1, 2, 3, 4, and just build it up first. Now that's done, on the back part here, what we're going to do is we're going to use our white quartz, and we're going to build up like this, and then we're going to build up like this, so it should look like that. Then along the back here, we're going to build along with our white quartz. And then along this edge here, we're going to build across with smooth quartz as well. And then we're just going to fill this in. And then along the back here, we're going to add a layer of quartz because it just makes this house look a bit better from the back, as you can see. So now that that is done, the last thing for us to do is of course the flooring and the roof. Along this bottom area here, we're going to add the flooring. So the flooring is going to be mainly spruce wood planks. So I'm going to use the mod to do that. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to click here. Then I'm going to sit here. I'm going to click set. As you guys can see, now that this is nearly done, the last thing for us to do is the roof. So the only thing we have to do now is we literally have to get ourselves the slabs. So we're going to get ourselves the slabs, and this is the spruce slabs. And basically what we have to do here is add slabs along the top like this, and basically make sure that it's the same length as this part, as you guys can see. And then all we've got to do is go across here and then add something across there like that. So that's for the roof for that part. So that's how that should look. Then for this part over here, all we need is our cyan terracotta. Then what we need to do is in this part right here, we're going to add 1 2 3 4. Then along the top, we're going to add 1 2 3 4. Then what we're going to do is we're going to build this up twice, and we're going to build it until it reaches the back. So there we have that part, as you guys can see. So the next part of course is the glass. So we're going to use the glass and build along here, along the edge, because of course this is what you call a balcony area. And then we're going to bring the glass all the way around to the back here. And then as you guys can see, the last thing left we're going to do is we're going to get ourselves some grass. Place some grass. There we go, like that. And of course that is absolutely great. And the next thing we have to do is of course add ourselves the stairs. So if we come to this corner over here, we break the wall, all we got to do is place down some stairs like that. And there we go, guys. So that is pretty much the entire house. This house is definitely one of my favorites. I like the design, I like the leaves, I like everything about this house. It's a bit different, it's a bit unique. But yeah, also, wow, I can't believe I forgot this. Wow, of course, this area right here, you're supposed to break this open so you can actually access this area right here. I completely forgot. So yeah, and of course in here, just add another pillar like this, so that everything is all clean. And there we go. That is the modern house. As you guys can see, it looks really nice, looks really awesome. And of course you can add a little pathway coming from the inside of the house with some spruce planks like that. So if you guys enjoyed this video, do not forget to like, do not forget to subscribe.